Hello guys, Omni here. I'm back with another trailer I wanted to check out that came out while I was out and about, and that is for Rambo Last Blood, Sylvester Stallone's return to one of his most iconic roles aside from Rocky. Now, Rambo was never one I really got on board with. I'm aware of the character, I'm aware of a lot of the films, the tropes, the what it meant for the action genre. Personally, I never got too invested in it. I can't even say I've seen a full Rambo movie, but I really like the direction and the performances that Stallone has given over the years, how he's grown and evolved, how the action genre has grown and evolved. And I really am curious anytime we see something older being revisited, even with the same cast, returning to the same characters. I'm always intrigued by that prospect and seeing how they approach it, if they do it from a different angle, how that moves forward, if this is something that'll hook me into the franchise and make me want to go back and really dive in deep with some of these older films. Creed, good example of that, among other things, like quite the opposite with Arnold Schwarzenegger and his recent outings in the Terminator films, which themselves has not been that great, but I was a Terminator fan from the get-go for those, but it's kind of the opposite end of the spectrum, whereas Rocky continued to blossom and evolve into the Creed franchise. And I'm curious to see with both his acting experience he's gained throughout the years and his directorial and writing experience he's also gained, to see what direction this is going to go in and how that'll differ from the previous ones, which I'll probably maybe even go back and refresh up on. So we're going to go ahead and dive right into this and see what it looks like. All right. Balboa Productions.
In a world of death.
I've
watched people I've loved die.
These are some really gorgeous shots.
Some not enough left to bury.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
All these years I've kept my secrets. But the time has come to face my past. And if it comes looking for me, they will welcome death.
All right.
Ride till I can't no more.
I want them to know
Oh.
death is coming.
Oh. Oh man.
And there's nothing they can do to stop it.
Dang, man, that looks intense. I love the booby traps, man. He was even filing up and sharpening a freaking pitchfork. Now that's hardcore. It has my interest. I think it's shot beautifully. It looks really good, I have to say. It has me interested, and I think the action, the visuals, the cinematography itself is really gorgeous. The framing, the establishing shots, and the tone this trailer is going for, really great. And then once it gets going, it gets into that kind of violence and that action and that the impact and the visceralness that I know that this franchise is really known for. Yeah, I think this has me on board. I mean, like with films like John Wick coming out here and raising this bar as far as execution and action and kind of taking the genre to its next levels, I'm really curious to see how this is going to live up to that bar, if it's going to raise it, or how that's going to come into play or factor in. I I'm really interested to see how Rambo, aka Sylvester Stallone, is able to keep up with this action, because man, he's getting in there. With a series like John Wick really raising and elevating the bar for action films these days, I'm really curious to see how this comes into play in this kind of an atmosphere for the action genre, and how it compares, if it's learned from it at all, if what kind of takeaways they have, how they kind of improve or evolve this genre as well, from one of the godfathers of this genre. And I'm really curious to see how this plays out. Stallone has been such a surprising force in the film industry in general in the past decade. And he's got a writing credit for this film as well. So I'm really interested to see how this pans out and goes from here, and see if they can, it's Last Blood, but it doesn't always mean it's going to be the final one of these. I don't know if they've confirmed or said anything about whether or not this is supposed to be the final Rambo film. So I don't know if it's going to be open or to growing or regrowing this franchise, or maybe being a passing of the torch kind of situation. I don't know how that would be the case, the way this is set up and the direction the character has kind of gone into, from what I can gather. But yeah, I wish I had a little more to say about this. I watched this mostly out of pure curiosity and interest in this franchise, because there's a lot of franchises that I always get a little bit of flack for not having seen, and this is one of them. And I'm curious about getting on board with it for sure. So I'm going to leave this for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to you all. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. One, about the trailer, and two, about, is there how do you recommend this series overall? Is there a weak entry in the series? Is there anything to skip? Let me know down in the comments, and we'll carry on this conversation after the video. For now, guys, thank you for stopping in. If you liked the video, make sure to support the channel and hit that like button for me, and I will catch you guys in the next video. You guys take care.